In this video, we'll configure Dual WAN Failover on MikroTik. WAN1 will be the primary connection and WAN2 will be the backup. If WAN1 goes down, MikroTik will automatically switch to WAN2. Let's get started. 2. Prepare the two network connections. On the phone, 1. Enable mobile data. 2. Connect the phone to the computer with a USB cable. 3. Enable USB tethering. 4. Enable the Wi-Fi hotspot. 5. Connect the computer's Wi-Fi adapter to the hotspot. Open command prompt and run ipconfig/all. First, enable mobile data on the phone. Connect the phone to the computer with a USB cable and enable USB tethering. Next, enable the phone's Wi-Fi hotspot and connect the computer to it through Wi-Fi. Windows should now detect two active network adapters. An adapter belongs to USB tethering and the other belongs to Wi-Fi. Use ipconfig to confirm that both adapters have received an IP address and a default gateway. For this setup, the two connections should preferably use different IP subnets. 3. Configure the VMware networks. Open VMware Workstation and go to Edit Virtual Network Editor. Configure VMnet 0 for WAN1. Select VMnet 0, set network type bridged. Bridge to Samsung Mobile USB Remote NDIS network device. VMnet 0 will be connected directly to the phone's USB tethering adapter. This network will become WAN1. Configure VMnet 8 for WAN2. Select VMnet 8. Set network type bridged. Bridge to Realtek Wi-Fi adapter. Do not select Microsoft Wi-Fi Direct Virtual Adapter. VMnet 8 will be bridged to the computer's physical Wi-Fi adapter. This network will become WAN2. Configure VMnet 1 for LAN. Select VMnet 1. Set network type host only. Subnet IP 192.168.50.0. Subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Disable. Use local DHCP service to distribute IP addresses to VMs. VMnet 1 will be our private LAN network. Set the subnet to 192.168.50.0 with a /24 mask. We will use static addressing in this lab, so VMware's DHCP service is disabled. Click Apply. OK. 4. Connect the VMware adapters to MikroTik CHR. Shut down the MikroTik CHR virtual machine. Open VM settings. Configure network adapter 1 custom VMnet 0, network adapter 2 custom VMnet 8, network adapter 3 custom VMnet 1. For a 3 adapters, enable. Connect at power on. Start MikroTik CHR. The first virtual adapter is connected to VMnet 0 and will become WAN1. The second adapter is connected to VMnet 8 and will become WAN2. The third adapter is connected to VMnet 1 and will be our LAN interface. 5. Connect to MikroTik with WinBox. Open WinBox and select Neighbors. Find MikroTik CHR. Select the MAC address entry that has no IP address or displays 0.0.0.0. Connect using login admin, password blank. When no password has been configured, open WinBox and go to the Neighbors tab. For the initial connection, use the MAC address associated with the LAN interface. In our case, this is the entry that does not yet have an IP address. 6. Rename the MikroTik interface. Go to Interfaces, rename either 1, WAN1 USB, either 2 WAN1 Wi-Fi, either 3 LAN. Before continuing, let's rename the interfaces. This is not required, but it makes the configuration much easier to understand. Either 1 becomes WAN1 USB, either 2 becomes WAN2 Wi-Fi, either 3 becomes LAN. 7. Assign the LAN IP address. Go to IP addresses, click the plus button and configure address 192.168.50.1/24. Interface LAN. Click apply. OK. Now assign 192.168.50.1 with a /24 prefix to the LAN interface. The address will be the gateway for devices inside the LAN. 8. Configure WAN1. Go to IP DHCP client, click the plus button and configure interface WAN1 USB. At default route, yes. Default route distance 1. Use peer DNS, yes. Click apply, OK. Wait until the status becomes bound. Create a DHCP client on WAN1 USB. Keep at default route enabled and set the default route distance to 1. Because distance 1 has the highest priority in this configuration, WAN1 becomes the primary internet connection. Wait until the DHCP client status changes to bound. 9. Configure WAN2. Create another DHCP client. Interface WAN2 Wi-Fi. At default route, yes. Default route distance 2. Use peer DNS, yes. Click apply, OK. Wait until the status becomes bound. Now create a second DHCP client on WAN2 Wi-Fi. Set its default route distance to 2. Because distance 2 has a lower priority than distance 1. WAN2 remains available as the backup connection. 10. Verify the default routes. Go to IP route. Confirm that there are 2 default routes. 0.0.0.0/0. WAN1 gateway distance 1. 0.0.0.0/0. WAN2 gateway distance 2. We now have 2 default routes. The WAN1 route has distance 1 and is active. The WAN2 route has distance 2 and remains available as the backup. The route with the lower distance has the higher priority. 11. Create the WAN interface list. Go to Interfaces, Interface List. Open the Lists window and create. Name WAN, leave include and exclude empty. Then add the first member, list WAN, interface WAN1 USB. Add the second member, list WAN, interface WAN2 Wi-Fi. Next, create an interface list called WAN. Add both WAN1 USB and WAN2 Wi-Fi to this list. This lets us use one NAT rule for both internet interfaces instead of creating 2 separate rules. 12. Create the NAT rule. Go to IP firewall NAT, click the plus button. In the General tab, configure chain SRC NAT, out interface list WAN, leave out interface empty. Open the Action tab and select Action Masquerade. Click Apply and OK. Now create a source NAT rule. Select the WAN interface list as the outgoing interface list. Then choose Masquerade as the action. This rule allows traffic to live through either WAN1 or WAN2. 13. Test the primary internet connection. Go to Tools, Ping, enter ping to 1.1.1.1, timeout 1000 ms. Click Start. Before testing failover, confirm that MikroTik has internet access. We are receiving ping replies with 0 packet loss, so the primary connection is working correctly. 14. Test failover by disabling WAN1. Keep windows visible. Tools, ping, IP routes, interfaces in the interfaces window. 1. Select WAN1 USB. 2. Click the red disable button. Now let's test the failover. Select WAN1 USB and disable it from inside WinBox. This simulates the primary WAN becoming unavailable. Expected result: WAN1 USB becomes disabled. The distance 1 route disappears. WAN2 becomes the active default route. 1 or 2 ping packets may be lost. Ping continues through WAN2. The primary route has now disappeared. MikroTik automatically selects the remaining default route through WAN2. We may lose 1 packet during the transition, but the connection continues through the backup interface. 15. Verify that WAN2 is active. Check IP routes. Confirm that the active default route is gateway WAN2, distance 2. The routing table confirms that WAN2 is now the active default route. This means the failover worked successfully. 16. Restore WAN1 and test FAILBACK. Go to Interfaces, select WAN1 USB, click the blue Enable button, then check IP DHCP client. Wait until WAN1 becomes bound. Finally check IP routes. Now enable WAN1 again. The WAN1 DHCP client receives an IP address and gateway. The default route with distance 1 returns because it has a lower distance than WAN2. MikroTik automatically switches back to the primary connection. 17. Confirm the final state. Start a fresh ping 2. 1.1.1.1. Confirm WAN1 bound, WAN2 bound. WAN1 route distance 1, WAN2 route distance 2. Ping 0% packet loss. The final configuration is now working correctly. WAN1 is the primary connection. WAN2 remains ready as the backup. Disabling WAN1 actives failover. Enabling WAN1 actives FAILBACK. Subscribe to NetStructs for more practical networking tutorials.